Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review some scores for Friday night hockey, then we'll make some picks for Saturday. There's 11 games on the board for Saturday. On Friday night, we had Boston against Buffalo. A nice NHL debut for the young goaltender for Buffalo. Buffalo won that game 6-4. We got that one wrong. Rangers took care of Philadelphia 4-1. We got that one right. Chicago suffered another loss to Nashville 3-1. We got that one wrong. Calgary doubled up Montreal 4-2. We got that one wrong. And then Minnesota doubled up the LA Kings. We got that one right. So best bet was the Rangers. We got that one right. Record goes to 32-25. Overall picks were 2-3. That record goes to 243 and 195. And on the parlays, on the Boston and the Rangers, obviously I got one out of the two right. And then on Chicago, Montreal, neither money line hit. Minnesota puck line did hit. So it was whatever. It was a Friday. Saturday, lots of hockey, lots of opportunities. Let's make some picks and try to have a great weekend here. First of all, we got the Devils taking on Pittsburgh early game. Pittsburgh 6-3-1 in their last 10. Current 2-game winning streak. Jari listed to be in net for Pittsburgh against the New Jersey Devils, who are 1-9-0 in their last 10. Current 8-game losing streak. Blackwood might be back in play here, or Dell will be in net again. They're in 7th with 34 points in the Mass Mutual East. Pittsburgh in 2nd with 63 points, 1 point behind Washington right now. Penguins lead this season series 5-2, and this is a final game between these two teams. Captain Crosby with 3 goals, 6 points in his last 5. And Dell, if he's in net, he's been having a real tough time. His goals against average is 4.14. No reason why Pittsburgh shouldn't win this game. Pittsburgh, home team's my pick. Next game, we got Colorado and St. Louis, another early game. St. Louis is 3-6-1 in their last 10. Current 3-game losing streak. Binnington listed to be in net for St. Louis. Colorado is 9-1-0 in their last 10. Current 5-game winning streak. Dubnyk listed to be in net again for Colorado. They're in 2nd with 66 points in the Honda West. St. Louis sits in 5th with 44 points. The Avalanche won 4-2 on Thursday. And this is a second game here in this 3-game set. Colorado has won 5 straight between these two teams. McKinnon's still leading Colorado with 7 assists, 9 points in his last 5 games. Dunn for St. Louis with 6 assists, 7 points in his last 5. O'Reilly with 4 goals in his last 5. I know the final score of that last game was 4-2, but it was really 3-2. There was an empty net goal. But St. Louis didn't look bad, and I kind of liked the way they played that game. I'm going to look for another upset here. I'm going to go St. Louis, home team to win the game. Second pick. Next game, Montreal against Calgary. Calgary's 4-6-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Louis Domingue listed to be in net for Calgary against Montreal, who are 3-7-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Caden Bermu is listed to be in net for Montreal, 21-year-old young guy. They're in 4th with 49 points in the Scotia North. Calgary in 5th with 43 points. This will be the second of a 3-game set and a back-to-back. Calgary won Friday night 4-2. Calgary outshot Montreal as well, 31-20. The Flames now have a 5-2 lead in this season series. Flames starting to get contributions from a lot of guys. I mean, you've got Giordano with 6 points in his last 5. You got Lindholm with 4 goals. You got Backlund with 5 assists. I kind of like seeing that when you got that many guys kind of, contributing to a win. But I'm not a Calgary fan. It's hard to pick Calgary here. And I don't know if they'll win 2 in a row. They seem to have struggles doing that this year. And 2 goaltenders without much history on either one here. I'm going to go Montreal, visiting team, to get this game. That's my pick. Next game, Toronto against Winnipeg. Winnipeg is 5-4-1 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Hellebuck listed to be in net again for Winnipeg. Toronto's 5-3-2 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Campbell listed to be in net for Toronto. They're in 1st with 63 points in the Scotia North. Winnipeg sits in 2nd with 57 points. Toronto found a win on Thursday when they faced the Jets, and they won that game 5-3. The Leafs have a 5-3 lead in this season series with 2 games left to play. Scheifele leading the Jets with 4 assists, 7 points in his last 5. Tavares for Toronto, 6 assists, 3 goals in his last 5. Foligno looked good in his first game in a Leafs jersey. I think he got an assist in that first game. And the last game, Matthews scored 27 seconds into the game. Wayne Simmons scored another one 1 minute and 18 seconds into the game. That's not going to happen this game. That doesn't happen that often. Home team Winnipeg here to win. That's my pick. Next game, Washington against the New York Islanders. New York Islanders 6-3-1 in their last 10 with an overtime decision. Washington 6-4-0 in their last 10 with a current one-game winning streak. Varlamov listed to be in net for the Islanders and Vanacek listed to be in net for Washington. Washington's in first with 64 points in the Mass Mutual East. The Islanders sit in third with 63 points, tied with Pittsburgh. Thursday night was another game that needed extra time before it even reached its first goal. Capitals defeated the Islanders 1-0 in a shootout. Capitals have a 4-2 lead in this season's series. Last two games played between these two teams were both one-goal games. April 6th, it was 1-0 for the New York Islanders. And then, obviously, on the 22nd, it was 1-0 for Washington. Carlson with 7 assists in his last 5 for Washington. Ovechkin, he may be out. I know he didn't finish the game last time. He didn't participate in the overtime or the shootout. So whether or not he's back, we'll have to wait and see. I'm going Islanders here. I got to go Islanders. Home team. Islanders to win this game. Next game, Carolina against Florida. Florida's 5-4-1 in their last 10, current one-game losing streak. Bobrovsky listed to be in net. Carolina 7-1-2 in their last 10, current two-game winning streak. Reimer, I think, may be in net. Nedeljkovic, he could be in net as well. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be Reimer, though. They're in first with 67 points in the Discover Central. Florida in second with 65 points, right behind them. Canes doubled up the Panthers on Thursday, 4-2. This is the last regular season game between these two teams. Canes have won 6. Florida has only won 1. Aho with 3 goals, 5 points in his last 5 for Carolina. Both teams have goaltenders out here. Mrazek's out for Carolina and Drieger for Florida. Aho also scored 2 shorthanded goals in the last game, and I don't see that happening again. Florida, I think I mentioned in the last video, good, strong home team, and that last game, I mean, it could have been a Florida game as well. I'm going to go home team here, Florida, to win the game on Saturday. That's my pick. Next game, Dallas against Detroit. Detroit's 5-3-2 in their last 10. Current one-game winning streak. Bernier listed to be in net for Detroit. Dallas 6-2-2 in their last 10. Current one-game losing streak. Khudobin listed to be in net for Dallas. They're in 5th with 50 points in the Discover Central. Detroit in 7th with 41 points. Detroit won 7-3 on Thursday against the Stars. Last game of the season between these two teams as well. Dallas has won 5 games. Detroit has won 2. Vrana with 5 goals, 7 points in his last 5 for Detroit. Big game, obviously, his last game. He got 4 goals in that game alone. Robertson for Dallas is playing well, too, with 5 assists, 7 points in his last 5. Grice had a great game for the Red Wings, that last one. I mean, Dallas outshot Detroit big time. Larkin's out for Detroit for the season. Doesn't surprise me. They're not going to rush him back. I mean, they're not making the playoffs. Detroit's an underrated team, and a lot of guys have said that all year, and I have to agree. And can they upset Dallas again? Possible, but I'm going to go visiting team here. I'm going to get Dallas to get a win against this Detroit club. That's my pick, Dallas. Next game, another team that's secured a playoff spot, Vegas against Anaheim. Anaheim is 3-6-1 in their last 10, current 3-game losing streak. Gibson listed to be a net for Anaheim. Vegas is 9-1-0 in their last 10, current 8-game winning streak. Fleury listed to be a net there in first with 68 points in the Honda West. Anaheim in 8th with 35 points. Vegas last played San Jose on Wednesday, and they won that game 5-2. The Ducks have not played since Tuesday when they faced the Kings, and they lost 4-1. Another last regular season game between two teams. Vegas has won 6. The Ducks have won 1. Stone leading Vegas with 5 goals, 9 points in his last 5. Pacioretty with 7 assists. Longest current winning streak in the NHL right now with 8, going for number 9. And they should get it against this Anaheim team. I'm going Vegas here. Visiting team is going to be my pick. And then we've got Minnesota against San Jose. San Jose is 2-7-1 in last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Jones listed to be in net for San Jose. Minnesota 7-2-1 in their last 10. Current 6-game winning streak. Kakinen listed to be in net for Minnesota. They're in 3rd with 63 points in the Honda West. San Jose, they're in 6th with 41 points. Back-to-back for the Wild, who played against the LA Kings on Friday when Minnesota won 4-2. Sharks last played Vegas on Wednesday, and they lost that game 5-2. Last game of the season as well for these two. The Wild have won 4. The Sharks have won 3. On April 17th, last time teams met, Minnesota won 5-2. I know back-to-back here, and we're going to be going against a rested San Jose team. This Minnesota team is just too strong. They're going to get number 7 here. Visiting team Minnesota to win the game. That's my pick. Next game, we've got Ottawa against Vancouver. Vancouver 6-3-1 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Thatcher Demko listed to be in net for Vancouver. Ottawa 5-5-0 in their last 10. Current 3-game winning streak. Matt Murray listed to be in net. They're in 7th with 38 points in the Scotia North. Vancouver in 6th with 39 points. Teams played Thursday when Ottawa won that game 3-0. This will be the second of a 4-game set. Ottawa had their first win in this series on Thursday. Vancouver has won all 5 prior games. Norris with 6 assists, 8 points in his last 5 for the Senators. Brown for the Senators with 4 goals. Murray playing the best hockey, obviously, this season for him. In his last 3 starts, he's got 2 shootouts, and he's in net again. Ottawa's playing great hockey, and it's hard to go against a team when they're playing as good as Ottawa is right now against a Vancouver team where there's still a ton of question marks. I got to go Ottawa, visiting team. That's my pick. Last game, I believe, Arizona against LA Kings. LA Kings are 3-7-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Quick listed to be in net. Arizona's 3-7-0 in their last 10. Current 2-game losing streak. Ranta listed to be in net for Arizona. They're in 4th with 45 points in the Honda West. The Kings in 7th with 40 points. The Coyotes played Minnesota on Wednesday, and they lost 4-1 to the Wild. Back-to-back for the Kings, who lost Friday night as well to Minnesota, 4-2. The Kings have a 3-2 lead in this series. The last game these teams played was April 7th, and it ended in a 4-3 win for LA. Only 5 points between 7th place and 4th place in this division. Tightest division out of all of them. The Kings hit 3rd penalty kill with 84.4%. I like the Kings here. I'm going to go the LA Kings to win this game. And I don't know, I don't pick the Kings too often, but I feel like they could win this game. LA Kings over Arizona. That's my pick. Ottawa over Vancouver. Minnesota over San Jose. Vegas over Anaheim. Dallas over Detroit. Florida over Carolina. Islanders to beat Washington, Winnipeg to beat Toronto, Montreal to beat Calgary, St. Louis to beat Colorado, and Pittsburgh to beat the New Jersey Devils. My best bet, I'm going to actually make that the Islanders game, try to improve that record, go to 33-25. I'm going to do 2 parlays. My 1 parlay, I'm going to go the St. Louis Blues, puck line plus 1.5, pays 1.57 is what I got it locked in at. Ottawa, money line 2.2. Pittsburgh puck line minus 1.5, 1.86. That's 1 puck parlay I'm going to do. The other one I'm going to go Florida money line at 2.1, Winnipeg money line at 2.15, and then I'm going to go Minnesota money line, but I don't know what the odds are because they're not out on that game yet. Hope everyone has a great start to the weekend. Good luck with your picks. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.